What, buddy? Hi. Hi, kitty. Hi. I need you to, like, pick a spot, buddy, because we're about to start streaming here. I need you to, like, pick a spot, buddy, because we're about to start streaming here. I need you to, like, pick a spot, buddy, because we're about to start streaming here. What are you doing, sir? I need you to, like, pick a spot, buddy, because we're about to start streaming here. What are you doing, sir? Hey, out. That. Come on. Let's not destroy stuff just because we can, okay? Let's be a good kitty. Just a couple more minutes, then we'll get started. Three more minutes. 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. I guess we should see what we're going to start with. I don't remember where I left off. 3 more minutes. I guess we should see what we're going to start with. I don't remember where I left off. more minutes. Guess we should see what we're gonna start with. I don't remember where I left off. 2, 3 more minutes. Guess we should see what we're gonna start with. I don't remember where I left off. Okay, Gene, stop making noises. 2, 3 more minutes. Alright, so we should see what we're gonna start with. I don't remember where I left it looks like. Huh. Okay, Gene, stop making noises. 2, 3 more minutes. Alright, so we should see what we're gonna start with. I don't remember where I left it looks like. Huh. Okay, Gene, stop making noises. 2, 3 more minutes. Alright, so we should see what we're gonna start with. Noises. I don't remember where I left it looks like. Alright, so we should see. Gene, stop making noises. 3 more minutes. Alright, so we should see what we're gonna start with. Alright, looks like it's just about time to get going here, so let's get going here. I'll probably have to edit out the first about 6 or 8 minutes of this, because clearly I did more time talking to myself before the stream was actually really started, but, you know, that's all good. Anyway, welcome. I'm not sure if anyone will actually end up joining this live stream. I scheduled it for a couple hours later, and I did tell YouTube to go ahead and send out notifications an hour before, and as far as I can tell, it sent them out 5 minutes before, so I'm not sure if anyone will actually have even gotten the invite in time, let alone have time to jump in, but hopefully somebody will. In the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and pretend this is just a normal video, so right off the bat, I see I've got a couple of hauling missions to do, pretty easy ones, just basically have the part and happen to cross those boundaries. I don't mind the haul missions simply because you don't have to remember to do anything special with them, other than just obviously have the part. But it's not like the ones where, okay, in that tiny window, click run test or run the staging or what have you, because that gets really annoying. In terms of missions it's offering right now, I'm really not seeing anyone here that I actually like. So I think I'm going to skip all of these. And what we'll do is we'll just make a quick little flight just to do those 2 hauling tests. That would work for me. Alright, and I guess that's what we did last time too, because I now have locked parts, so what part is it upset with? Small landing gear. Right there. Fair enough. Hello, landing gear. Goodbye, landing gear. Right, solves that. Now, have a kickback, which I already do anyway, because they're my favorite solid boosters. And a spark liquid engine. Well, there's nothing saying I have to actually do anything with it, but sure. Oh, I already have that too. Was I already about to do this one? Or did I just get really lucky and somehow... who knows. Trying to figure out why I do something, that's kind of a pointless task. I have no idea what I'm doing half the time. Anyway, so we'll have the boosters kick, then we'll drop them, right? We have, if we want to, and then parachute out. Okay. Yep, seems simple enough. Apparently I have extra room for crew, I guess if I had tourists or something. Yeah, why not? Jump aboard. Why not? Alright, so... well, that's a bit wobbly, I should probably do something about that. Anyway, which one am I likely to have happen on this flight? I don't like how they have speed limitations and altitude. I think this one will definitely go first. I just don't know if I can get up to that speed in time, but we are gonna try. And launching in 3, 2, 1. Hello, Jebediah. If I get up to speed too soon, or excuse me, up to the altitude too soon, I guess I could just level off and try and catch the speed up horizontally. I guess that would work just as well. But I think it's actually the speed that's going to be more of a problem than the altitude. speed as well. Better get at least some horizontal speed or we're definitely going to crash coming back down. Come on, tip, 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 tip. You don't want to, you're really fighting it. Okay, so let's aim straight-ish. No, not straight down necessarily, but down-ish. So if I need to speed up, although I think we're going to be going plenty fast enough anyway. Oops. Poop. Okay, that was not intentional. I just hit the spacebar by mistake. Goodbye, engine. So this didn't go well. A very typical flight for me, apparently. Oh well, that's okay. Well, I guess since we're definitely going to space high, might as well speed this along because we're going way, way, way up. Crazy way levels up. Alright, well, so be it. Let's see. And it's possible I may happen to catch one or the other of these on the way back down, but it's not going to matter because I don't actually have those parts anymore. Okay, we're just going to not do that badly. Let's just do this a little better. Because there's not a lot of point in waiting for that to come back down and when it accomplishes absolutely nothing. Okay. So the speed was definitely not a problem. It was really just a trajectory issue and me accidentally hitting the spacebar. Okay. Let's try tipping over a little sooner. Hopefully not too far. That's looking a little better. That's looking a little better. Okay. That'll work. Just got smashed in the head by my cat. Thank you, sir. I'm glad you're happy, but using your tail as a mace is not really cool. So it's only a question of if the speed's going to be on point by then or not. I really don't know. But it seems doubtful. Well, again, on the way, maybe on the way back down. Guess what I should actually do is just never decouple anything. Just bring all this stuff down until we're using the chutes. That would improve my chances, I guess, a little bit anyway. And we'll see how that goes. Speed up until we come back down, because again, there's no chance of it on the way up, apparently. down at a good clip. Way too fast, but maybe once we get some atmospheric resistance, maybe we got a shot at one of these. Maybe. We shall see. Alright, so we're shooting through this one way too fast, so there's no chance of that one. See how we do by the time we get down to 17,000 to 20,000 meters. I still suspect we're going to be going way too fast. Overheating is probably not really good either. Shot right through that. No chance. Oops. Keep accidentally hitting the space bar. Didn't actually work that time, so I guess it's okay, but I think we're crashing. Right, so that didn't happen either. Jebediah keeps having these strange dreams. Terrible things happen in his dreams. Good thing that didn't really happen in real life, right? Okay, so we have way too much thrust on the way up. So I think the simplest way is, instead of having 4 boosters here, I think we're just going to drop down. I definitely have no chance at doing these hauls, because the bloody parts would be floating off into space. Anyway. Alright. With that 1 frame per second, I think I might wait a couple seconds for it to... There it goes. For it to actually be talking to my computer again. And we are good to go. I guess while we're sitting here watching this, I guess I could talk a little bit. For those of you who've been following me at all in the last week or so, even though I've had nothing but massive internet problems, I finally got so fed up, I actually rang the support desk, something I generally never ever do, but anyway. Talked to a really nice lady there who was nice enough to send a Grati tech for me. Tech came, we fought with it for quite a while, and it turned out to be, after all that fighting, the Wi-Fi adapter, or like the Wi-Fi portion of my network card is cooked, but the actual network card itself is fine, because we hardwired it, and it's fine. So, all this time that I've had really flaky internet, totally my fault. And this is why I don't really like getting mad openly until I know whose fault it is. I forgot to turn. I got so distracted by myself here. Well done me, again. So I did not get very much horizontal on that one, which could be a problem. But we'll wait and see how it goes. So we're going to end up going really high and probably coming down way too fast. Way too fast, most likely. But we'll see how it goes. Slow down properly for this. I may have to build a craft specifically for this testing. Okay, well, let us do that then. And that means we're not going to be able to use boosters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep them on here, but give them no fuel. That way we're just truly just hauling them. And we will not release them. We'll just hang on to them. Now this spark is, I think, a very weak engine, is it not? Yes, it is. So, plan B is we just kind of have them sit there quietly, and in its place, what do I have? Well, I've got a skipper. That's a good strong one. It's also way too large for this setup here. That's fine. Do I have a bigger fuel tank? Burn means I got a much better chance of making sure my speed is okay when I get to these certain points. But I'm definitely going to need a lot more fuel than that. Even if I have to do the two of them separately, I mean, that's totally fine. Because I don't know if I have enough fuel to do both, because it's... Well, the speeds aren't that far apart, are they? Well, we'll see how it goes either way. Definitely need SAS on for this one. So, once we get to the speed it wants, I just bring the throttle down nicely, and we'll coast up to these altitudes. That's the plan. See how well that works, but that's the plan. Okay, so we should be coming in range of this one's speed. And yeah, that one's okay. Should be, there we go. Basically just want to coast it up. So I'm going to try and keep the speed as close to unchanging as I can, which is not going to be perfect, but decent. And assuming I have enough fuel to get even just to the one. I don't care if I don't get them both, but if I can get even one of them, then this trip had a point. Oops, going too fast. Slow right down here. There we go. So we got the one. I don't think I have enough fuel. No, so I'm going to be close. Never mind. Okay. But we got the one, so that's fine. And that means we actually can decouple. There we go. That'll make it a lot easier to land, which would be nice. Oh, we're definitely not getting the space on this trip. This one's just a really short hop just to pass a contract. The next one's much higher, so and I'll probably end up overshooting it badly, so then we'll go to space. Guess I could just pop the sheet and put the timer, the speed up, because it's just going to be drifting all the rest of the way now, so. Yeah, I know I know I'm going down on this one. No, it perfectly planned, not to worry. Like I said, this one was just hopping up to complete that contract, which I did. So now I have to bring it back down to relaunch it. So this one's okay to go down, don't worry. It should be fine. And remember, you can't always go up. At some point you do have to come down, so laws of gravity and all that. But we can put the speed up. This part's really not interesting, so we'll just speed that through. clearly didn't get any horizontal on this since I'm pretty much landing right on, almost exactly on the launch pad. So clearly I didn't get pretty much any horizontal at all other than maybe some wind, but that's okay. That one was supposed to just be straight up anyway, so. Yep, they'll be fine. I don't know if you can see well enough the surface speed here, hovering around 5.5 or so. Basically, as long as that stays below about 7, they should survive the landing, so. They'll be fine. And anyway, even if something did happen, let's face it, this is home base anyway, so. We could get paramedics out there without even using the ambulance. They could just walk out there and get the guys, so. If there's one place you're going to have a bad landing, I guess this would be the best place to have it, but this should be a totally safe landing anyway, so. If I abandoned ship from here, I'd probably kill them. If that fall would kill them. But they'll land this just fine. See? No problem. They are home. Okay, so that is that contract done. Which means we can take the, that part they wanted tested off. That was the, these things here they wanted tested, so that's done. We can get rid of those. And now, because we have to actually get up a lot more height, we're going to put the solid boosters back on. And now, we are in fact going to space. Alright. Ready to launch in 3, 2, 1. Goodbye, world. Ideally, I just have to get this one up. It actually doesn't even have to get all the way to space. I actually feel like this one, I feel like I'm just going to fling up as high as it can go. Just for fun. No specific goal on this one, just let's see how high up I can get this thing. When you hopped on, your first words were to space, so I'm going to get you to space here. So it has a bit of horizontal. Not too much, just a little bit. That should do. Somewhere around there. Whoa. Uh-oh. Okay, now you might want to yell Mayday. Okay, that was not so good. What was going on here? Okay, I think we overthrusted this one. These boosters were a little bit more powerful than we really needed. Okay, well, let's go with that. Okay, I don't know if we're actually going to make it. After it did all that spinning around, we lost a lot of thrust. I don't know if we have enough speed. Oh, shit, well, at least break atmosphere. Yep, there we go. We're officially in space. We're not going very far into space, mind you, but we are at least going into space. At this point, it's pretty much just drift until it runs out of momentum and comes back down. I'm completely out of fuel, so there's absolutely nothing meaningful I can do to the ship to help or hurt it in any real way. So it's purely just enjoy the view. And we are now coming back down. So apparently about 111 kilometers is as high as we got with that one, which is actually not bad considering just how badly it was spinning out. We could have been way, way further into space if this thing was more stable. Or I was a better pilot, one or the other. I've never pretended to be good at this game, I just like playing it, so. But a pilot, I am not. Yeah, I didn't end up getting very much horizontal. I don't think this is going to be a very good re-entry at all. I can foresee this being a very, very unpleasant landing. But we'll see how it goes. Well, we're now back into atmosphere, so I guess we'll see how we're doing. Guess I could actually pop the decoupler here. That's at least a lot less weight coming down. Most of my trips are. Most of my trips are, whether I want them to be or not. I got enough horizontal after all. Chutes are out, we're fine. Perfectly safe landing. Right as planned, right? Exactly like we planned it in Mission Control. Or something. Yep, they're gonna survive, no problem. Well, I think it helps the way I designed this ship. Having most of it attached to that one decoupler means I can just jettison all except the absolute most vital parts, of course, like the pod where the people are, and all the parachutes. So I think that helps quite a bit, because then you don't have to have all this extra weight dragging you down to the surface so much faster. So I think that's the one good thing I've done. Everything else is not me at all. But thank you very much for saying so. Now we can speed up the time here. It'll just drift down. It'll be fine. Exactly. Any day you come back from something like that is a good day. So, they're coming home, it's a good day. There we go. And touchdown. It's not pretty, but it worked. Okay. So I think the main thing I learned from that flight is definitely the main problem is stability. This thing started flipping around and around and around and around. So I think it's time to swap, or at least make some changes here. I think I'm going to start by swapping that from 2 to 3. That should be a little more stable, I would think. Well, it can't be worse, I guess. It may not be better, but it cannot be worse. What is happening with that strut? Oh, let's try having struts that actually connect to each other. Oh, look. Now that actually helps. Alright, let's see if we can fly a little bit better. Thanks for dropping by. It's been a pleasure. Alright. And this one is ready to go. 3, 2, 1, goodbye. Okay, this time I'm actually remembering to put some horizontal on it. That'd be helpful. So it's still a bit wobbly, but it's definitely better. Okay, that should be alright. If I can hold that, that will be fine. Nice chat I had with that fellow that hopped on there. I don't have a prayer of pronouncing his username because it has what I'm assuming are Chinese symbols in it, but very nice fellow. So that was nice. Let's see if I can actually pass this mission. I can get mostly horizontal in time for the speed to come down. In fact, I could even try to cut that speed, I guess. That's still way too fast. That's not going to happen. Okay, so be it. This is apparently a whole lot harder one to get than I thought. With the boosters, I just massively overshoot it, and without them I can't get to it. I think I'm going to have to completely redesign this thing. Probably... Well, I can't completely lose the boosters, because that's entirely the thing I'm trying to... Alternatively, I could also just do a thrust limiter, but this means they'll fire full power, just not for as long. Maybe that'll work. Let's try it. That's all we can do, right? Is experiment. That's the name of the game. Well, having fun's the name of the game. Experimentation's job too. Okay, this is looking better. Speed's within range as long as I don't go too crazy. If I can hold that speed and actually make it to 48, then we're good. If not, though I know that this idea is definitely the right track, I would just probably need to add a little bit more fuel to the solid boosters, get a little bit closer to it. But I think I'm on the right path here. This is good. Definitely looking good. Way over speed. Shows what happens when you stop paying attention to the speed. Which makes sense, though. I guess it's burning all the fuel, getting much, much lighter. And now we're out of fuel. And I don't think it's going to be quite enough. But still, this is definitely on the right track. Okay. Because I think we're going to be below speed by the time it gets up here. That's my guess, anyway. Or it's just not even going to get there. Okay. So definitely the right idea, just a bit more solid booster fuel. We can do that. We have the technology. Okay. That'll do. Just a few more seconds of crazy thrust, and we should be good. Okay, we're in speed zone. Now let's just see if we can make that height. I think I have too much horizontal, not enough vertical. That's my guess. There we go. Got it. Beautiful. Alright. Now I guess we just thrust like crazy horizontally for a while. Just to make the landing a little bit easier. And we'll decouple that off and have a nice, easy descent. Okay. Should be fine. Let's get the drones out there. There they go. And we are laughing. Yeah, I thought I saw something whiz by. There's the rest of the ship. I was not sure what that was. I thought it was an errant parachute for a second, but that was the decoupled chunk of ship there. It's not going to have as fun a landing as we are. In fact, I'd go so far as to say it's going to have a very unpleasant landing. Again, we didn't land very far from home base, so clearly I did not do a good job on the horizontal yet again. Ah well, it's okay. Again, we can speed this part up. I don't remember if I have a EVA from water. I think I do, but I can't remember. I guess I'll have to test that. Just cannot remember which ones I've done and which ones I have not yet done. Again, that would be a memory thing, and I'm not very good at that sort of thing. As I'm sure you've heard me complain many a time. Just about down. Splash. Okay, let's send him out. Yeah, I guess I didn't have those yet. Well, then that's good that I thought to do that. Excellent. Well, not bad science. Excellent. Okay, let's look for some new contracts, because we are clear, completely clear at the moment. So first, are there any landed or launch sites? No. Okay. There's a splashdown one. So that one shouldn't be too bad. I'm sure I can get me in the water. Don't really fancy the idea of doing ones where I have to hit a thing in these small windows. Although it would be really nice to get the twin bore for free for a while, but... oh well. So I think we have to skip all of those and just do this real easy one. Okay. But first, let's see what we can spend of that science. Oh, there's a twin bore there. Yeah, it's a beast. I mean, it just guzzles fuel, but who cares? Same with this one. It just guzzles fuel, but it's so worth it. What else we got out here? Well, that's a processing lab. It doesn't... I mean, it's not a science experiment, but you can store science experiments that you've already got in it, and then have a scientist just chew away at them to generate science. It's really, really slow, but I mean, it's functional. It's really good if you can throw one on a craft that's got a really long journey, like say you're, I don't know, like going to like Duna or something. So you know most of that trip is just, you know, waiting. And so you're going to have many, many, many days where they can just sit there and generate science, so it's not bad. Plus ladders. Ladders are good. Command modules. Don't think I really need these. The one I've got's fine. Fly-by-wire's not bad. It gives you basically a level 5 pilot. Oh, there's a better reaction wheel too. That's not too bad. Very, very powerful. I don't really use the RCS, so I don't really get into these. I know it's useful, but I don't know. If I can't make a ship maneuverable enough on its own, then I built it wrong. I shouldn't need RCS. I consider it a crutch, and I don't use it. Okay. Well, that would be good. Lights. I like having those. Batteries. Oh, an actual solar panel, so I can actually generate electricity. That'd be good. So that's a definite possibility. I don't think I want anything here. I don't usually take this one at all, because you don't really need it. Well, landing struts would be helpful. Yeah, I don't think I need anything here. Nah. Well, I'm sure at some point we'll get to planes, but not anytime soon. What about this one? Well, that does have the better decoupler. That one that's stronger, and that one that's just gives you more space because it separates it a bit. So that's also good. Fuel lines. Done. That's something I was missing for quite a while. Now I can actually put more, like I don't have to have a whole tower of fuel cells, or fuel cans, and then an engine. I can actually have, you know, say a decoupler, and then a line of fuel, and then just route it to the other line, and then later decouple them. So this will make building ships a whole lot easier for me. Not to mention, just having some bigger tanks to choose from is also helpful. Well, there's that ant. I mean, it's just a terrible engine. I don't see why I would ever use it. It's not so efficient to make it worthwhile, and the thrust is so weak. I mean, I think the RCS thrusters are stronger than this. Like it's crap. I will never use it. I mean, I'll take it just for to run a test on it, like splash test or something. But in terms of actually using it, not a chance. The spark is, well, I mean, it's better, but it's still not great. And that's just a really, really tiny fuel tank, which I guess would be good if you were using this, but that's not happening, so. Okay, in that case, I think we're going to come down here and get lights, batteries, and solar panels. Works for me. And I think we got time to do one last quick flight, just to do that ant test. And then we're going to call it an episode. Hi, Smokey. Hi, buddy. Alright, so this one will definitely not need anywhere remotely near. I think I will leave the decoupler here, though, because that's just easier. And then I just need to find somewhere to put this silly ant. I guess the easiest way would be just to... I should have left those decouplers on there, but it's fine. Where is the smallest, lightest thing I have? Probably that. I'm not actually going to give it any fuel, I just want something very, very small and light. So now this should weigh almost nothing. And we can attach the ant to it. Make sure it's never going to use anything. I don't want it to accidentally drain off my tank, because that would be terrible. Actually, this is just a splashdown test. I don't even have to activate it, so that's fine. We'll just dump that in that. Actually, that... No, I have to do this a different way. You come up here, and you will have no decoupler. I'm just going to have to take that, and that's fine. This one can still go. This one can never activate. It'll be fine. Okay. With all that mental gymnastics out of the way, we're ready for this really, really quick little flight. It's just an easy way to cap off the episode. Wasn't quite actually ready to go yet, but the silly thing started falling over, so I guess I better go. Did I get far enough over? Nope. Guess I get to do that again. I should probably put like the launch stability things on, but I just don't care that much. Not for a flight system. It'll be fine. There we go. Yeah, that has a bit more momentum, but that's fine. This is a staging or... Yep, staging. Okay. Not a problem. Yeah, I probably don't really need this many parachutes considering how slow this is coming down. It clearly tells me I have way more parachutes than I need. Even with the small extra weight I've added, it's still coming down so slow. Ah well, that's okay. I could cut a parachute to speed it up, but I don't see much point. We'll land soon enough. There we go. And splashed. And splash test done. Beautiful. And I know I have the EVA from water because I just did that a minute ago. So we can just recover. And there we go. Very, very easy. Okay, so we're pretty much exactly at the hour mark anyway, so that makes this a fantastic place to put a cut in for this episode. So I'd again like to thank that nice fellow that joined me earlier, and to thank you as well for watching this after the fact, because I'll put this up as a normal video like I always do. So until next time folks, stay calm, and I hope you'll come and chill with me again in the next video. Thanks for watching.